What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a treat. We are going to a private event with some of the founders and creators at Barrell Craft Spirits. Now, I'm not familiar with Barrell, but I was given the opportunity to come check them out. It's supposed to be like a paired event, supposed to be food paired with each offering. So I'm looking forward to having this new experience with you guys, right? Before we get started today, do me a favor, drop a comment, like, subscribe, and let's get to it. So for this one, guys, we have course one, which is the Barrell Seagrass. And to be fair with you guys, like I told you in the intro, I've never had Barrell before. So this is going to be a great introduction. Looking forward to it. And I mean, this entree looks amazing. Look at the artistry. Oh, dude, this smells great. So, if you didn't read before, Barrell Seagrass is. So, Barrell Seagrass is a blended of 4 to 16-year-old Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Canadian rye. And I mean, my first sip, this was a great barrel to cask strength. As you guys know, I'm a high proof enjoyer, so can't wait to dig in and get into this. All right, guys, so moving on to course 2. This is going to be the Barrell Foundation. Like I mentioned earlier, this is going to be a blend of Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee, and Maryland bourbon. 8 years for Kentucky, 5, 6, and 9 for Indiana, 8 for Tennessee, and 5 and 6 for Maryland. So it comes in at 100 proof, so it's going to be a little bit of a downgrade as far as proof goes compared to the Seagrass, which I absolutely love the Seagrass. That apricot brandy finish, I mean, it just made the flavor so in depth. So we are going to pair a smoked pork belly with the Barrell Foundation. All right, let's see how it is. Oh, look at that, man. That thing is tender. Believe it or not, I get a lot more sweet notes from the Foundation than the Seagrass. The flavors are not as intense as we expected, right? It's not cask strength, it's not a high proof, but it's a very solid product. I will say that. If I had to compare that to something else, let's say, I would honestly compare this to maybe a E.H. Taylor. It's not a weeder. It's not a weeder by any means, but I mean, it's not as intense as like a Ben Holiday or a Frey Ranch, but it's more so along the lines of that Buffalo Trace lineup as far as how smooth it is, or I would say lack of burn on the back end. All right, guys, so here's course 3. So course 3 is going to be a duck confit. I'm not that fancy, guys. I really don't know how to pronounce this. I don't pronounce it right, but it's paired with the star of the show, and that is going to be the Private Barrel from Imbibe. Now, you guys may remember Imbibe because I did a bourbon hunt with them. You guys remember Garrett? And basically, they are the craft bourbon spot. I love going there. They always have something new on the shelf. And so this is going to be their barrel pick with a barrel. So they paired that with the duck confit, is what the waitress told me. So let's give it a try. I would say, off initial taste and smell, I would say it's the happy medium between the Seagrass and the Foundation. So this comes in, actually, if we look at some of the details of it, it's a unique blend of Kentucky, Indiana, and Tennessee. And it is 20% 16-year bourbon. Has 180 bottles, so it's obviously supply is limited, and it's 117 proof. It's the happy medium. I mean, it's nowhere near as light as the Foundation, but the approachability is just like the Foundation. You don't get that heat on the back of your throat, but it's that intense flavor you get with the Seagrass. I love it. I love a happy medium. I get some intensity, I get some high proof, but it's something you can sip on the daily. This has been, I mean, a great experience. My first time at a private event. Thank you, Barrell, for putting this on. Barrell's still a very small company. I think as a representative here, they said it's only like 40 individuals who work there. We have number 1 and like number 20. So we have all types of perspectives. Love what Barrell's doing. I love the transparency that they're showing. They tell you exactly what's in it. And everything I've tried from them today, I mean, has been great. Now, I know for some, Barrell may seem like a premium product. If you guys hear them talk about it, I mean, they actually love what they do. They love the product they put out, and they stand behind it. Absolutely give them a try if you haven't already. All right, guys, so course 4, we have a marinated pork chop paired with the Barrell Dovetail. Now, the Barrell Dovetail is a blend of Tennessee bourbon and Indiana whiskey, but it's finished in a Cabernet Sauvignon barrel, and it's always bottled at cask strength. So they don't do anything under cask strength. If it's anything like the Seagrass, I'm gonna love this. I mean, on the nose, it's a stark difference between the Seagrass. Get some of the sweetness from the molasses. The only reason I know that is because they listed it here, but I don't get any of that dryness you get with most Sauvignons. So let's try. If you're not a wine guy or a wine snob, because I'm not either, I learned that word through my wife. So if you're a country boy, you know about that blackberry molasses. That's what I get from it. Blackberry molasses with that Sauvignon. It's a little bit dry, sweet, dry, like juicy. What do you think?
Very good.
Yeah. You agree?
I do. It's very fruity.
It just reminds me of being, you know, a small town diner, get some molasses on a biscuit or something, drink that with that, you're golden, dude. But how does it pair with this marinated pork chop? Let's find out. Okay, I'll take back the dessert bourbon statement, because it's not a dessert bourbon, but it's something, if you have a sweet tooth, it goes great with whatever you're trying to have a sweet tooth with. It's
the rum.
The rum, yeah. Now, revisiting the Dovetail after we completely demolished that pork chop. The pork chop had like a marinade, you can kind of see it right here, like a sauce that was a little sweet, right? And that sweetness really changed the flavor profile of the Dovetail to me. So now I don't get the sweetness from the Dovetail anymore. I get more of those intense flavors. So I think that goes great with how this pork steak was marinated. And that goes to show you, like, your tasting notes can change depending upon what you've had prior and what you will have in the future. So I always recommend, guys, definitely do blinds, try different combinations of bourbons together. I mean, because you might absolutely hate this whiskey, but you do a blind, you might find that you actually love it when you don't have a preconceived notion with the brand or anything. This experience has opened my eyes that I am a Barrell fan, and I haven't given them their fair shake. So you guys will start seeing Barrell products in some of my videos, specifically out of all of them, the Barrell Seagrass. That was my jam, and I guess I like apricot brandy casks. But yeah, all in all, if you guys can find an experience like this similar in your local community, absolutely give it a try. Give it a try, give that brand a chance, even if you're not familiar with it, because you never know what they have until you give it a try. And I feel like this is one of the best ways to try different brands because it's a flight. You're not putting money down on one bottle, you're getting a variety. When you come in town, give that Imbibe pick a try. All right, guys, it's that time. Here is the last course. So this is a bread pudding with vanilla ice cream. It looks delicious. Let's give it a try. A great introduction to the Barrell brand. I see it on every shelf, but it never occurred to me to pick anything up because I never tried it. And normally their price points are a little high, so they don't really have testers. At least I haven't had a tester. The Seagrass, like I mentioned in the beginning, is so intense. It's great. I love it. Their private select, I mean, it's like a happy medium between their Foundation, which is a more affordable option, and the Seagrass, which is more for premium price. I can definitely add Barrell to my collection. You'll see it on some shelf space for sure. And I feel like you guys should all, if you haven't tried it yet, give it a try. Go to your local store, see if they have a sample for you, and just try it out. And let me know in the comments what you think about it. All right, guys, what better way to end the night than with the pour of E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof? And this waiter just informed us, this was the last of the bottle. Cheers. I love high proof. E.H. Taylor's normally 100 proof. That is fire. This E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, I'm a fan. If you can find it, oh, I would buy it for sure. Now, price point, I'm probably do the price point because a lot of you guys have been asking what would I spend on it. I'm enjoying it a lot right now, so it may be a skewed, but I would say with how I'm feeling right now, about 150 to 200 for sure. All right, guys, so this is the man, the myth, the legend. This is Garrett. You guys know him. You guys love him. So, Garrett, man, thank you so much for putting this event on, man. I guess, why did you choose Barrell to host an event like this?
So I think out of most of the brands that I've tasted, I think Barrell was one that deserved the dinner most. Their product is excellent, worked wonders with this menu. The last pairing, I got to say, was my favorite. That pork chop with the dovetail was exceptional. Out of all the brands that we've been featuring lately, deserved the dinner the most. So we were just happy they were willing to come out here and do it.
Absolutely. I mean, thank you for inviting me because, like you said, I haven't tried Barrell before, and you know, from the very jump, the Seagrass is my favorite. But as far as pairings go, like I told JP, the dovetail and the pork chop made sense.
That was exceptional.
Yeah, it made a lot of sense.
That was exceptional.
So I'm looking forward to tomorrow when you guys have this release, and I'll be there.
Yeah, good deal. We'll see you then.
All right.
Yeah.
Like, you know what they say, when the party's rolling, let it roll. Here goes part two. We got a Booker's Little Book right here. Don't know the exact year, but it's my first time having a Booker's Little Book. I got a couple Bookers in the collection. Let's see what my thoughts are. Not what I expected at all. Sometimes Bookers can have it's high proof already, but sometimes Bookers can be very overpowering. It tastes high proof without being high proof, if that makes any sense.
Nope.
You get all the flavor, all the aroma, but it's like a muddled experience in a good way. I mean, at this point, we're just having fun, me and JP. JP, what is that over there, man?
Thomas H. Handy Rye.
Got you a Thomas Handy. So JP has a Thomas H. Handy. Right now, we're just trying things we've never had before. The prices on the menu are amazing. Find you a nice bar that has a nice selection and some good prices, and just have fun with it. Find you a bourbon buddy like JP and keep it going. Now, you know, we all have our bellies full. We had some great bourbon. There's some great people. But let's skip to tomorrow and let's see if we get a bottle signed. See you guys then. All right, guys, what's going on? So here we are at day 2. This is going to be a bottle signing and a bottle pickup. So let's go in here. Maybe they have something we haven't tried either. And let's talk to the man himself. So as you can see, we have a small group here. And if you guys know, I'm at Imbibe, as always. But they got some other things on the shelf. We're here for the Barrell experience. They got some bottle signings. They got some samples, some Glencairns here, some swag they're giving away. It's a whole experience, man. So, like I said, this is like a big group right now. These guys are here. There's Trip, who is employee number 1 with Barrell, and then there's Ned here as well, who's going through and just talking about the lineup, what they have. Here soon, we'd love to try to get them on the channel so they can really just go into more detail as far as like what Barrell is, the products are, things like that. Hopefully we can. As you guys can see, they are currently busy. One thing we haven't tried was the Barrell Vantage, which I hear is kind of just like a normal just oak blend. So really want to try that, see what that's like, and give you guys my raw review. But overall, man, this has been a cool experience. I mean, I appreciate Barrell for coming here and really giving us the opportunity to interact with them in person. I feel like that goes a long way when it comes to brands. Like, yes, you know the brand, but meeting the people behind the brand, I feel like that can really help the brand go further. That's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let's try some Vantage. While we're waiting for Ned and Trip to finish up their presentations, met some local guys. So we got Ray.
How you doing?
We got Jeff. And we got Victor.
was 7 days, and so we don't.
So you guys are just new into bourbon, right?
Yep. About 2 years into it.
About 2 years into it. So what's this experience been like for you with everything Barrell has going on?
Gotta say, my friend from Indianapolis, he goes to Louisville all the time. He was right. It's actually pretty dang good. Seagrass is probably my favorite so far.
Seagrass, okay. And what about you, Jeff?
So I'm just trying it for the first time also. So far I've tried the private release. Got the Seagrass in hand, about to try it because I love some rye, so we'll see.
Foundation's on me.
And Victor's just passing out drinks. Victor's passing out drinks here. But yeah, man. I mean,
I'm the foundation, man. I got your grow on me.
Foundation. Okay. I feel like that's what bourbon is, man. It's about meeting people like you guys who are new or people who may be even more seasoned and just forming community with it.
Absolutely.
You know? All right, guys. We finally got them. We got Ned here and we got Trip. So Trip was employee number 1.
Yeah.
And so they're going to go into some more detail about what Barrell is and really just talk to you guys about the brand. So.
Absolutely. I think I might be employee number 21, 22, or something like that. Ned Anderson, National Trade Development Manager for Barrell Craft Spirits. So founded in 2013, Barrell Craft Spirits, based in Louisville, Kentucky, is the nation's preeminent blender and bottler of craft spirits, whiskeys and rums in the nation. Proud to be with the company for a little bit over 3 years now and seen the development of some of these newer products and gotten to taste some delicious stuff over the years. We've got a nice lineup here tonight. We're at Imbibe in Chattanooga, tasting a few things, including a barrel that they selected for the store.
Awesome. So Trip, man, so what exactly is your position?
So I'm the Chief Whiskey Scientist and Chief of Distillery Operations at Barrell Craft Spirits.
Awesome. What does that mean for people who are just starting out?
So I am responsible for all the operations, all the product development. I've got a great team of folks that we work with every day to develop all these products that you've got in front of you.
Right. Awesome, man. So I guess with you being, the brains behind some of the creations we have here, right, for somebody who's never tried Barrell, what makes you guys stand out? What do you guys put your hat on?
So what sets us apart is a true focus on a flavor experience in these products. So we take unique barrels that we find. The bourbon comes from across the country, and we get whiskeys from across the world.
Yeah.
And we blend them in special ways to accentuate the different flavor characteristics that are in each of the whiskeys.
Okay.
As well as using external casks to finish to create some of those. Everything is about unique flavor. Everything up until this year was done, I guess the end of last year, was done in cast strength, limited release. And we now have our first non-cast strength product, Foundation, which we have.
Awesome, man. Well, I know you guys, we talked about some of these products last night at the event. The one we didn't try was Vantage. And so Vantage what is Vantage?
So Vantage is a fun experiment that we went through using different types of external casks for finishing. So it's a unique blend that was finished in Mizunara cask, which is Japanese oak.
Okay.
It also has some toasted American oak casks that we had made for us that we used, and also some French oak casks. So we finished whiskeys in each of those casks and then put the finished blend together and
Awesome. Well, let's give it
try some, right?
Let's give it a try.
Yeah.
So this is Japanese oak. Completely different than so many other products we've had. I think that barrel really did a number because you get the oak through it, and I like that.
Get a lot of traditional caramel flavors, a lot of vanilla flavors from the toasted oak. You're going to get a little bit of the baking spice.
So only new oak finish from
a little bit of
3 barrel,
just a dryness, a little bit of tobacco, and you'll get the sweetness
new toasted
from the French oak.
Yeah, I love it. That's pretty dang good.
We're real happy with the way that turned out.
Oh, that's pretty dang good right there. Well, man, I know you guys have a lot of people waiting for me to finish up, man. So just give you guys a quick second to kind of sell yourself, this is your free promo.
It's a real great opportunity to spend some time at St. John's last night. You know, we did our demo, introduced a lot of these products. Which have not had that opportunity. We're here at 5 today. Not here missing out. We got all these great products here for folks to try. And if you're not here today, then hopefully you'll find us in the future.
Absolutely. Appreciate your time, Trip. Thank you.
It's great to see you.
Absolutely. All right, guys. I mean, like I said, it's not often you get a chance to meet with the man behind some of the creations that we're trying on the shelf. I mean, Trip taking his time to come out. I know he's a busy man. He has things, experiments that are still going on right now that he's not even looking over because he's out meeting the people. And so let me know in the comments, like, how important is meeting the people? Like, if you had a face to put with a brand, would you be more willing to try it? But as always, thank you guys for the support. That's gonna be about it for the video. I'm gonna pick up my Seagrass and my Imbibe barrel pick. I think I get a Glencairn. Hopefully I do. But even if I don't, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for inviting me. Do me a favor, drop a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what your favorite barrel product is if you've tried them. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers. Well, guys, I got my Glen and my bandana. But, man, Garrett told on me. Look at her face. He kind of gave it to me.
Let's go.
Okay. See you guys for real this time.